Okay, so I just weaseled this thing apart, and something was telling me there was something else that had to be disconnected, but it's just not coming to me what it is. I just slid these wires over top of the shield. I'm not sure. Maybe there was something else that needed to be disconnected in order to slide this out. I'm just not sure at this point. Okay, now I remember. It's a power supply plug. There's a piece of 4 conductor right down here. And if you pull the power supply plug out, it gives you a little bit more wiggle room. I knew there was something. It just wasn't coming to me what it was. So that should give us a little bit more room. Okay, there we go. That gave us a lot of wiggle room here, providing the rest of the unit holds together and doesn't crumble down. So if we just pop this guy off, that's the end that always slides out. Now if we just push down on this guy down here, push him downward, and this is what I was telling you. If there's an end to get hung up, it's always the bottom. So I'm going to have to think about this for a second. I think there's still a little bit of a clearance issue, and I think it's that audio output transformer is rubbing on something that you can't see unless you have the unit flipped around. Oops. Oh my. That scared the heck out of me. I don't know why. Alright, this is where things really get crazy, because this is as far as I take these things apart, and I just deal with working on these in very awkward ways rather than scrap this whole unit, because that just really doesn't leave me with a comfortable feeling. So I'll just go through a lot of trouble to work on it like this. There's 2 polypropylenes that I put back here. On the loudness, I'm taking them out and putting PPS chips back on there. I don't even know if you can even really see in here, because this board just doesn't pull anymore. I see there's 2 polypropylenes back here too, and it's just not coming to me. This would be the loudness. These 2 up here would be the loudness, because right here is the loudness. I see the 2 resistors for it, and there's 2 Panasonic chips there. So anyway, what I'm going to do is just replace some caps on this board, and then I want to recheck these values of this bass boost that I put in for the loudness, because for the life of me I can't remember what values I used. These are the coupling caps coming in. They're 3.3s, and hiding in between these 2 switches is your subsonic. These are 0.47s, which I said is something that you may think about changing if you put a 100K pot into it. So another thing I do too is sometimes necessity is the mother of invention. So I tie clip leads on and bring them over to my light frame in order to hold the board into the positions that I need. Sometimes with the bounce from the solder sucker, the board flies, or the solder sucker won't vacuum because the board's moving. So I just find new ways to clip the boards into place, just enough to do what I need to do to them. Okay, I had a second to think about this. Oh my. I've been messing with these things too much. These are your high pass roll off for your high pass filter switch on the front. They were 0033s and I increased them to 0039s, which gave me more roll off. I think it worked out to be like minus 3 dB at like, I don't know, it was somewhere around 20k or something. Doesn't matter. But these are the treble boost for your loudness, and those are the polypropylenes. They're way too airy, so I'm taking the polypropylenes out of there. So that was what I couldn't think of.